Welcome to Rusty Builders. I can present to you the Saltynator, a 9-bunkered base design with externals and hidden turrets. Let me get a quick overview of how the base is working. So the upkeep on this base is pretty low, also the build cost is pretty low. So this per TC. Of course disconnectable, like this. So yeah, let me show you around. So the entrance is protected by 2 turrets, with a small ring with deployables for a charcoal factory for a sample, drop boxes, etc. Oil refineries. So on the first level we have 3 bunkers, plus we have the furnace room. Everything should be automatic, of course. You can put batteries there and 2 boxes. Then on the 3rd floor we have the same setup. Only then we have door boxes and also 3 more bunkers. Again, you can place there whatever you like. So into our Hexacore, you see that we have all kind of boxes. Then you skin them to anything you like. So I'm gonna show you the upkeep from the main TC. And if you're not a beggar like me, you will actually place the box correctly. So the upkeep is also pretty low. All the walls are armored in the Hexacore. Also the roof is a fairly easy design based, pretty easy to redesign, also with a lot of hidden turrets. So for example, there's here 3 hidden turrets that will shoot you, also 3 more bunkers on the roof. We have some small white gaps, you can place them whatever you like, of course. This is how I like them, just easy, not too complicated. On this part of the base you can windows or whatever you like. Then we have for the online raid defense, we have turrets with switches and door controllers. Yeah, so that's easy, huh? So into the build. So for the base you start off with 6 triangles. You can also place 1 triangle to just claim the spot where you want to build. Now we don't gonna honeycomb the base yet, because we're gonna use the honeycomb for furnaces, extra box storage places, sleeping bags. That's why we're not sealing it in yet. For the build I will build everything immediately to metal. Make sure to at least have 2 doors so you have an airlock. The starter should be looking like this. And of course we're gonna fill up the honeycomb when it's possible, of course. Now I'm gonna show you what you can do before we seal up the base. So we have an exit on the 3rd floor instead of the 1st floor, so we are a little bit more protected and it's not gonna be an early raid. Now we're gonna add 2 more levels to the base. For the jump ups you can either do twig with an half wall, or you just place a furnace for now. Later on we will adding ladder hatches to the base. Or either on a workbench in the core. So now for the top, I also want to make sure there's an airlock, and then we're gonna seal it off the roof. And now I will show you how to get quickly to the 3rd floor, and then we're gonna seal off the bottom part. Gonna show which walls you can place already and which one are not. I recommend to do the roof pieces in wood, so not twigs, otherwise people can just shoot it out with 2 arrows from a bow. And after we seal up the bottom, you can just place everywhere storage boxes if needed, / sleeping bags, depends how big your group is. And now we go over for the externals, so we're not gonna get griefed early on. I'm doing the build in 6-sided, so you guys know. You will build out with 7 squares, covered up with a triangle. Delete the twiggies back to the base. And we're gonna build back with triangles. Then we delete again the build-out, except for those 3 pieces of twig. Make sure to upgrade them to metal or stone. Then it should be looking like this. And now for the white gaps, you build out 2 squares, 1 triangle, delete the squares. I will also add 1 more triangle foundation to the base, otherwise people can soft side it. So now for the shell / the bunkers of the base, I'm gonna do this in 3-sided. So it's gonna be a wall, door, wall, door, wall, door. So we have 3 exits. And then for externals, we're gonna do the 6-sided again. Make sure the white gaps are attached to the bunkers. For the external, do everything in twig of course, except for the last final 3 foundations. There's 2 half walls, they're disconnectable. Then you can add a double door frame for a double door or a single one. It's up to you. If you do a single one, it's a little bit less on the upkeep, and it's cheaper to craft the single door of course. Our externals are of course disconnectable in case of a raid. And then I will show you how to add the bunkers to the base. We're going 3-sided again. For now you can just build up a temporary twig for the 3rd floor, or you keep the wood roofs there. So for all the entrances we are gonna add 2 roof pieces on the right and then floor frame piece to the left. Then for the closed up section we're gonna just use 3 triangle roof pieces. So for the next part it's pretty important that you connect all the roof pieces to the base and not to the externals. For the frames, don't put it next to the wall, otherwise you lose 1 bunker, total in 3. This here is how we're gonna make the bunkers. You can see up the 2 pieces at the external. They're gonna add a wall at their main base. Make sure to check it if it's correct or not. If this works, then you can add the triangle to the external. Make sure it's at the external, not at the main base, otherwise the bunker doesn't work. And now repeat the same steps for the 3rd floor. And once again, we want to make sure that all the triangles are connected to the main base. Only the bunker ones we want to attach to the external TCs, otherwise the bunker doesn't work. We're just gonna be in jump up with a window and these siren lights. So if you don't have it, just don't worry, just to add twig for now. And here's another bunker compartment. It's not on the same as the other bunkers, so they're not splashable. And once again, make sure there is twig. Now for the bunker, make sure the wall is connected to the main TC. Check it again. Then add the triangle to the external, so the bunker doesn't seal. So now for the roof, all the triangles are connected to the main TC, not to the externals. We will adding 3 more bunkers to the roof. They are super hidden and pretty good covered by turrets. The triangle you can upgrade to any stage, it doesn't have to be trick anymore. It's gonna stay there. I recommend not to put a triangle on top of the bunker, so it's gonna be a little bit more hidden. So in case you got the siren light BP, I'll show you how to do the jump ups. And how Evil Worst would say him. Only the OGs knows this guy. Famous builder. Ankle biters, we call them. Also make sure, of course, there's doors on the roof, otherwise you still can go get deep on. And now we place on every window, we place on half wall, so it's sealed up. When you have the embrasure blueprint, you can add it. So the gaps are a little bit more tiny. Ankle biters. And then now we will adding a pancake layer. Just little compartments for boxes on top. So if people fly over the heli, they cannot shoot out the boxes when we're offline. Now for the white gaps, go back to the base with triangles on both sides, 6-sided of course. Also instead of wall frames, then I will add on 2 or /3 you can do. You can add a half wall, so you can make a small peak from the roof. I always like to add this triangle to the base, so you can peek backwards into the base, later be in breach and you're online. Fit it in with embrasures. And now for the third pot on the roof. It's gonna be 3 at least. You can add 3 more if you really want. It's gonna be 3-sided. There's a low wall in front of the turret. Then we're gonna put a vanilla stone on top of it. It's gonna shoot through the vanilla stone, but you cannot see it. So you need to have 4 rockets at least to destroy it. And with the brutalist skin, in case you have it, or the adobe skin, the brick skin, you can authorize people on it, so that you could connect the turrets, and then just do the vanilla stone again. I will demonstrate the turrets, how they work. Turn them on, so you guys can see it. As you can see, I got completely shot by the turret. So they're pretty hidden. And now I will show you 6 more hidden turrets. Make sure the triangles are connected to the main base, not the external ones. It's gonna be 6-sided. So before you seal off the honeycomb, I will recommend doing this. You can do it on one side only, and you can add it to the rest of the base. So for the core part, we're adding a window, and a small loot room. It's gonna be the core. Of course, make sure everything is in armored if you have the mats for it. I always add a workbench here on the bottom floor. You can add furnaces, leather triangle hedge, even a ladder, depends on what you like. You can also put half shelves above it. I like it less the half shelves, otherwise it's like less mobility. Of course, fill everything up with garage doors. And to make sure everything is in armored. For the bunkers you can add a stone frame, vanilla one, so it's a little bit less likely to loot them through the gaps. For the small gaps you're gonna add turrets there. I recommend silence bolties. You need something silent so people don't know where they get shot from. So here you can see just open the gap. You can add low walls in metal, or you add wall frames, only not on the right side because there's gonna be in the bunker, so you cannot place them there. But on the left you can add them. Depends on all what you like with mobility. The turrets will shoot you through the gaps. So now what I really like to do is add 2 more foundations with walls. So the TC is at least honeycombed-ish. So less likely to get raided. At least 4 C4s to get TC immediately. So where the window is, you can add a battery, and then we add a door controller and a smart switch. So in case in an online raid, you can open all the garage doors and the turrets will activate, so people inside will be fucked.